from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. This is the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Justin Fields and the New York Jets versus Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he takes it down to the 20-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around. The first down carry here for Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Rodgers going to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, When guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
Fields on first down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They need 2. Here's third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. This now a 3rd and 4. From the 50, here's Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage,
yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he coughed it up. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now it's Rodgers. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man.
Fourth down.
That's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. 2nd down and 6 now. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Rodgers now on 1st down. A short one there to Freiermuth. And they'll have it in the red
First down.
zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Second and 7. A handoff for Warren. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to add on to that lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Fields. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reynolds. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 2nd and 5. Now it's Fields. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, here's Fields. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 4 yards out. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Rodgers. He gets it left side to Johnson. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Straight ahead is Hall. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, it's not time to get
Make
him
it 4th down.
established,
Let's
but
go.
in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Give me
To
that.
the right side,
Pick.
intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Check 26, check 26, check cross 26.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Austin brings in the quick throw. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, Johnson. That's some
First down.
strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. This 2nd and 4. On the give, it's Warren. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. To throw, it's Rodgers. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off play action, Fields.
Give me that.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. On the run, it's Warren. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And in
Touchdown.
for the Steelers, touchdown. A great effort there with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Steelers add 6 to their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On first down, right back to Hall. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On the counter, it's Hall. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On play action, Fields. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. On first and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. His pass complete to Ruckert. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Fields on third down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down. A give running right is Hall. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw is Fields.
Give me that.
Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now run with Warren. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Here's Warren. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. They'll run it. Warren. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 42. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Rodgers now to throw. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And Lazard's got it again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Here's Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and a couple. Again, Fields. He's got the hook up to Lazard. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. Back to throw, Fields. He completes it to Wilson. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On the draw, it's Hall. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Play action. It's Fields. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Folk, and the lead now down to 20. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, in whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 3rd down and 1. Up the middle they go. Warren. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
119 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Rodgers looking to throw. Flush to his right.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
So it's a win here for the Steelers. And we've said it so many times in the past, but it was Aaron Rodgers, CD, who really led the way.
Yeah, he was just on target all afternoon with 3 touchdown passes. They couldn't find a way to stop him, and ultimately, he guided them to victory.